Ladies and gentlemen, as you are undoubtedly aware, the ongoing conflict between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces continues to escalate, with battles raging on multiple fronts within the Amhara region. In this video, I will inform you about the ongoing fighting in and around Lalibela city, where Amhara Fano forces claim to ambush ENDF convoys, and secondly, I will inform you about the latest reports from Amhara Fano sources about the Amhara Fano military strategy and strength in Gojam, Northern Shiwa, and Gondar. In our previous video update, we discussed the Ethiopian Army's full-scale offensive against Amhara Fano forces, during which it was reported that the Ethiopian Army deployed over 50,000 ENDF and Oromo troops in Amhara within the past week. In this video, we aim to provide you with the most recent developments from the battlefield. As mentioned in our video update from yesterday, the most intense fighting is concentrated in the areas surrounding Lalibela city, specifically in locations like Kulmesk, Bilbala, and Gidan. According to information obtained from reliable sources, the Amhara Fano forces have asserted that they successfully ambushed ENDF convoys in the outskirts of Lalibela city. The latest updates indicate that Fano forces claim to have inflicted significant damage on ENDF convoys in Kulmesk and Gidan. Kulmesk is situated in close proximity to Lalibela city along the B22 highway, while Gidan is located near Hamusit, close to the border between Amhara and Tigray regions. According to the reports from Fano forces, the intense fighting in these areas resulted in the destruction of several military trucks and vehicles belonging to the ENDF. Additionally, there have been casualties among ENDF soldiers, with several reported killed and wounded. It is worth reiterating that the Amhara Fano forces are exerting considerable efforts to gain control over Lalibela city, which holds immense strategic importance within the Amhara region. Reportedly, the ENDF has responded to this threat by deploying additional troops to reinforce the Lalibela front. The reported deployment of over 50,000 ENDF and Oromo troops in the Amhara region indicates the seriousness of the situation. It's important to note that this conflict is not limited to Lalibela alone, but has affected various areas across the Amhara region, with clashes and skirmishes occurring on multiple fronts. The claims made by the Amhara Fano forces about ambushing ENDF convoys and causing significant losses underscore the intensity of the fighting. These claims, however, should be taken with caution, as the fog of war can sometimes lead to inaccurate reporting. The destruction of military vehicles and casualties among ENDF soldiers is a testament to the ferocity of the battles taking place. The loss of military equipment can have strategic implications, affecting the ENDF's ability to respond effectively to the evolving situation. The strategic importance of Lalibela cannot be overstated. It is not only a cultural and historical treasure, but also a key location in the ongoing conflict. Gaining control over Lalibela city could provide a significant advantage to whichever side holds it, potentially influencing the broader course of the conflict in the region. The deployment of additional ENDF troops to the Lalibela front indicates that both sides are committed to the struggle for control over this crucial city. As such, we can expect further clashes and intense fighting in the days and weeks ahead. On the other hand, it's imperative to acknowledge the significant developments occurring within the Amhara Fano forces, particularly in the regions of Gojam, Shiwa, and Gondar. As we've previously reported in our videos, there has been a consolidation of Amhara Fano forces in Gojam, where various factions and civilians willing to take up arms have united under a single command structure. Updates from Fano sources in Gojam suggest that this consolidation has empowered the Fano soldiers and civilians in the region to resist enemy attacks effectively, with the goal of annihilating the enemy completely. According to the latest information, Gojam's Ethiopian army chain has been disrupted and dismantled in all zones, districts, and kabeles, indicating the extent of Fano's influence and control in the region. Meanwhile, in the Shiwa region, Fano forces have announced the formation of brigades and leadership structures spanning different districts. Shiwa Fano is recognized for its potential to influence the situation in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia's capital. On this front, Fano forces are making concerted efforts to gain control over Shiwa Robot City. It's worth noting that heavy fighting is currently underway in and around Shiwa Robot. If Fano forces successfully capture Shiwa Robot, they will effectively sever the supply line of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, through the A2 highway. This strategic development would significantly ease the progress of Amhara Fano forces on this front, enabling them to advance towards major cities situated along the A2 highway, including locations like Wichale, Dessie, Kombolcha, and Mersa. Furthermore, reports suggest that intense warfare is unfolding in various areas along the Gondar front. The Ethiopian army is reportedly constructing fortifications around the city of Gondar. Gondar holds immense strategic significance within the Amhara region, given its extensive borders with neighboring countries such as Eritrea and Sudan. Consequently, the Ethiopian army is fiercely committed to defending Gondar at all costs, as losing control of this city would have far-reaching implications. Reports indicate that heavy fighting is taking place in numerous areas in and around Gondar, underscoring the high-stakes nature of this particular front. In addition to these developments, reports suggest that comprehensive efforts have been undertaken to bring together a substantial number of brigades within the Eastern Amhara Fano forces. This consolidation effort aims to create a formidable Fano power that spans from Waldea to Dessie, covering a vast expanse of territory in eastern Amhara. The consolidation of forces in this region is indicative of the determination and organization displayed by Amhara Fano forces as they continue to adapt to the evolving dynamics of the conflict. These developments collectively underscore the complexity and intensity of the ongoing conflict in the Amhara region. Both the Ethiopian National Defense Forces and Amhara Fano forces are actively engaged in efforts to consolidate their positions and influence key strategic areas. As the situation continues to evolve rapidly, we will diligently monitor and report on further developments in this multifaceted and consequential conflict. Stay tuned for more updates on these critical events unfolding in the heart of Ethiopia. In conclusion, the situation in the Amhara region remains highly volatile, with heavy fighting continuing on multiple fronts. The outcome of this conflict has far-reaching implications for Ethiopia's stability and regional dynamics. We will continue to closely monitor developments and provide you with updates as the situation evolves. Please stay tuned.